You see this thing every day, right? It's so common. But have you ever really, truly stopped to think about what's packed inside this little paper tube? Well, we're about to find out. So let's just ask the question straight up. What's in a cigarette? What are you actually breathing into your lungs with every single puff? And I've got to tell you, the answer? It's probably way more shocking than you think. Okay, get ready for this. The moment you light up, you're not just inhaling tobacco smoke. You're breathing in a chemical cocktail. And we're not talking about a few things. We're talking about over 7,000 different chemical compounds. Just let that number sink in for a second. 7,000. And it gets worse. Out of that massive number, scientists have positively identified over 70 of them as known carcinogens. In plain English, that means they are substances that directly cause cancer. All right, so let's pull back the curtain a little bit. It's time to meet some of the most notorious villains that are hiding inside every single cigarette you see. So this is where it gets really wild. It's not just what these chemicals are. It's where else you find them in everyday life. Let's start with nicotine. We all know it's what creates the addiction, right? It raises your blood pressure, but did you know it's also a key ingredient in insecticides? Yeah, bug killer. Then you've got tar. This is literally the same black, sticky stuff that used to pave roads. Just imagine that coating the inside of your lungs. Carbon monoxide? That's what comes out of a car's exhaust pipe, and it gets in your blood and basically starves your body of oxygen. And the list just keeps going. Ammonia, the stuff in toilet cleaner. Arsenic, that's a classic rat poison. Acetone, the main ingredient in nail polish remover. And maybe the most disturbing one of all is formaldehyde. They use that chemical to preserve dead bodies. So when you put it all together, you see it's not just smoke, it's an industrial waste cocktail. But this all raises a really big question. If a cigarette is packed with all this poison, why do so many people swear that it helps them? Why does it feel good? Let's tackle that misconception head on. I mean, we've all heard it, haven't we? Oh, it just calms my nerves, or it helps me concentrate. Well, that feeling is at the very core of the addiction's illusion. It's a powerful chemical trick that keeps people coming back for more. So you've got this split. On one side, there's the belief, this is making me feel good, it's helping me relax. But on the other side, you have the cold, hard chemical reality. And the reality is, that feeling of relief isn't true relaxation at all. It's just the temporary satisfaction of feeding an addiction. So here's how the scam works. Nicotine basically hijacks your brain's reward system. It triggers a quick burst of a feel-good chemical called dopamine. But, and this is the whole trap, that pleasure is incredibly short-lived. The second it fades, your brain starts screaming for another hit. So that stress you feel that makes you want a cigarette, a lot of the time that's not just your day. It's your body and withdrawal demanding more nicotine. It's a truly vicious cycle. And that cycle, repeated over and over and over again, well, it has some really devastating long-term consequences. We're talking about a lifetime of damage that just keeps building up. So what is the true price? Well, here it is. You're looking at a dramatically higher risk of cancers, lung, mouth, throat, you name it. A much greater chance of having a heart attack or a stroke. We're talking damaged, yellowed teeth and diseased gums. Your skin even pays the price, with sagging and premature aging. And it affects every part of your life, from reduced sexual function in men to serious complications with pregnancy in women. The list of what can go wrong is just overwhelming. And here's something that is so crucial to remember. The risk doesn't stop with the person holding the cigarette. All those thousands of chemicals we talked about, you exhale them. They fill the air. And the people you love, your partner, your children, your friends, they breathe them in too. Secondhand smoke is just as dangerous. Okay, so after looking at the chemicals, the addiction, and the consequences, what's the bottom line? What does this all boil down to? Let's be perfectly clear. Every single time you smoke, you are putting poison in your body. And I don't mean that as a figure of speech. I mean it literally. Remember the rat poison, the car exhaust, the embalming fluid we just saw? And that poison has a price. It adds up, with every cigarette acting as a down payment on a shorter, unhealthier life. You are, quite simply, reducing your own time here. But the damage doesn't stop with you. The choice to smoke is a choice that directly impacts the health and safety of everyone who has to breathe the air around you. So, After seeing everything laid out, the chemicals, the addiction, the consequences, the only question that really matters is the one you have to answer for yourself. Is this poison for you?